What's up, my fellow Pikachu lovers? It did it. Hit 200. Surging Sparks is $200 on TCG Player. Oh, I see one for $199.95 right there. Ladies and gentlemen, $200 for one booster box of Surging Sparks. Now, I've seen comments on videos talking about, hey, I even forgot to mention Prismatic Evolutions, $84. Somebody's getting screwed here. Why is that there? Japanese Prismatic Evolutions booster box 10 pack. It's terastal. I hate that you can do this on TCG Player. Beside the point. I've seen comments of people, vary both ends of the spectrum. You know, some people like hating, oh, this set is just, it shouldn't be doing what it's doing. And then the other side of the coin, you know, bet the house on Prismatic Evolutions. Surging Sparks is going to whatever people are saying. This is crazy. This is crazy. And there's a lot of noise in the collectibles and, excuse me, my dog is trying to get in my pocket. What are you doing? There's a lot of noise going on in the collectibles market, social media right now. Clearly, I'm contributing to it. But I will say this. I am on neither side of that coin. I'm somewhere in the middle. And I'm gonna show you why. One, I do think it's gonna go higher. Because look at the demand, the volume is not slowing down at all. It's not slowing down. These blue candles going up and down like this is volume. It's getting tall. It's getting taller. That means more and more are selling per day, per couple days, whatever. Yeah, this is a few days each candle here, but more and more are being sold. People are ripping them. I hope there's a reprint because this is crazy. This is crazy. I hope there's a reprint for the reprint for the sake of the casual Pokemon fan. I really do. This is absurd and unfortunate for those that are just now getting back in the hobby, especially with this one right here. This is insane. Like I said, I only got 2 little boxes of it. I only got 2 little ETBs because it's crazy. And I know it's crazy. Do I also think it's going to go higher? Yeah, but that's insane. And it's okay to take a step back and be like, maybe I'm not going to touch this one because $200 right out of the gate. I keep saying the word crazy. It's crazy. Could it be 300 by Christmas? Sure. Could it come down to 160 tomorrow because people start dumping boxes as fast as they possibly can? Okay, maybe not tomorrow. That's a long way to come down. But what if somebody's like, oh, I could sell mine for 160, like people will snap by that. Yeah, that will cause other people to list it under $200 as well. That's also a possibility. You know, none of the YouTube channels know what the future holds. We don't know for sure if it's going to go higher. We don't know for sure when the crash is coming. But when stuff like this happens, it always evens out for a long period of time. Now, for the comments that are saying, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I hate this. You know, this set sucks. The market does not care at all what you hate or what you like and don't, clearly, because Pikachu's $500. But then again, for the people that want to wait, it might not come back either. So in situations like this, I'm going to be the voice of reason here and be the one person that seems like they're not saying anything, but it's the most reasonable point that they can make. It could go up or down. Yes, that means literally nothing. I know. But as a person that doesn't have all the money in the world to throw at this, it's okay to be like, I am going to buy way less of this particular thing because it's gone up so much and I don't want to expose myself to that level of pain if it comes back down, you know? And if you did buy and were able to get cases for $600, $650, barely $700, and you're starting to like feel uncomfortable looking at this, like, oh my God, what if I miss out? What if it crashes and I don't, and I still am just sitting on it? What'd you buy it for? You're gonna sit on it anyway, right? If it's still sitting in the box. But if you're getting antsy about it, sell a couple boxes, man. It's fine. Take your profits, dude. My plan, and I planned on sitting on Surging Sparks for a very long time, okay? Like, I wanted to sell, like, 2 boxes of it and be able to get a case of the new thing for $600 or whatever. That time may come much sooner than I really wanted it to, but that was my plan and I'm sticking to it. So if it's like making you antsy and uncomfortable, it's okay to let some go. You're not ever going to beat yourself up about making money. Could you have made more money? Sure, but you might not have. You could have been wrong holding on to it. I could be wrong holding on to it. It might come back down. You don't know, especially in times like this, in this Pokemon bubble. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, because the market seems to have heated up a little bit. Clearly, we're staring at this right now. But I see some people in the comments sections and stuff comparing it to the 2021 bubble, and the COVID bubble. But there were catalysts at that time. There was COVID. But not only was there COVID, there was people like Logan Paul. Okay? Here, I'm gonna click. We have this up. Logan Paul, 23.6 million subscribers, 16 million views. Now, I don't know if this got 16 million views right out the gate, but this is when he bought the Charizard from King Pokemon, for 150 grand. This was all over everyone's feed of everything. Logan Paul spent $150,000 on a Charizard. That's a catalyst. I spent $2 million on Pokemon cards. Logan Paul, 11 million views. That's something that's a catalyst. Again, Logan Paul sets Guinness World Record for most expensive Pokemon card. Logan Paul, Guinness revealed Paul purchased the card this was July of 21 in Dubai for a record $5.275 million. Paul gave the owner $4 million in cash plus a PSA 9 Pikachu illustrator he purchased for $1.275 million. In other words, he upgraded his PSA 9 to a 10 for $4 million. And he wore it on his chain in the Crazy, dude. My dog is digging to China on her bed. Forgive me. What, screw you. My dog's digging in her bed. You don't need to forgive me. But, okay, what have we had now to start this bubble? Okay, we got the card game, all right? That wasn't breaking frickin' news all over the internet. The card game came out on the App Store and people heard about it. They put out some YouTube videos. People are playing it. Awesome. Surging Sparks came out. It hit $200. Pikachu's $500. Umbreon's... What is Umbreon right now? Umbreon VMAX, $1,400. I hate to tell you, dude, that's not 150 grand. We're not hearing about shit like this yet. I don't think we've had a real catalyst yet. I think this is just the market finally turning around from being in a dead zone, with that flat period. It seems like when there's periods like this where they happen really fast, but then the boring parts are like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, and it just sits there and it seems like it's doing nothing. And there's interest, and then it all happens at once, I don't think we've had that catalyst yet. I think this is just, some of the normies getting back into the hobby. I don't mean normies in like a derogatory way. But back to the, should I buy boxes? Should I invest in these things? I say invest in it if that's what you want to do. I like collecting the sealed boxes and holding on to them and trying to make money. I like doing both. I have a collection of singles also. I like all of it, okay? But, is it... What am I trying to say here? I think the time of buying boxes for $80 or $90 is actually over, which I think is probably a good thing for game stores and stuff, because what is distributor pricing? It's like $90 a box, right? I went somewhere. It was like a local game store in like Williamsburg, Virginia. I popped in. I was like, let me get that box. And he's like, I don't even know how much I'm selling for. I try to make like maybe $10 a box. I'm like, $10 a box. And he had it up on a shelf for like $130 or something like that. And I mean, this is somebody that didn't have distributor pricing, but there's not much margin there, especially $80, $90. They're not making anything at all. I think $120, $130, even $140 for a booster box at retail is probably a really good thing for card stores, local game stores, small businesses. I think that's probably a healthy price, especially considering booster boxes have been $90, $100 forever, 20 plus years. This is a rant. Where, what turn have I taken? I was talking about, is this a good idea? Historically, I'm going to get back to my point, I swear. Historically, boxes they start around $90, $100, $110. Now, is it a good idea to purchase Surging Sparks for $200? If you're willing to sit on it for a long time, yeah, probably. Could this keep shooting up? Yeah. Let's go. I'm going to do this. Let's go on Pokedata. Just pick any set and just say I paid $120 for the booster box. Okay. All right. $120. I'm going to just, I don't know. How far back do we go? Because obviously. All right, let's go. Shit. Let's do XY Furious Fists. All right, let's say I paid $200 for that. Not even $200, excuse me, $120, $130, $150 retail at a store. Okay, let's go XY Breakthrough. Oh, and this one sucks. This one's bad. All right, this is not as good as the last one. This is a worse example. Okay, say I paid $150 for it. $8.99 now. XY Evolution. Honestly, like one of my favorite sets ever. Another one that's not as good. Ooh, $8.98, $900 a box. I paid $150 for it back in the day. Okay, let's go more recent. Let's go Sword and Shield, okay? This might be the one. Let's go Vivid Voltage. This might be the one that doesn't make sense. This is an anomaly here, okay? We got Vivid Voltage. It's still sitting right at retail. Say you paid $150 for it. How bad are you hurting on that? $4, $3? Okay. All right, what's another one that's done dog shit? I think Battle Styles has done literally nothing. Okay. No box. $130. No, $120, dude. All right, so you pay $150. Down $30 on that box. That's the worst one we've seen. Okay. Let's go all of the other ones. Okay, we got Vivid Voltage, we got Battle Styles. That's 2 that you didn't do great on, right? Out of how many did we pick out of this? All right. Let's take a look. Let's look at Chilling Rain even. Say you paid $150. Okay. All right. $230. What else? Brilliant Stars, $189, $190. You're up. Now these are getting newer and newer, obviously. And then there's anomalies, you know, on the other end of this. Like, okay, so Vivid Voltage and Battle Styles, you have some losers. But typically, over time, the price of sealed boxes does go up. Now, this one has gotten well over that mark of being a normal set. You know, we've hit $200 right away. And again, it could come back down, but I do think it's going to keep going because the volume just ain't slowing down, son. But, of course, there are losers, but typically, the value of sealed product goes up over a long enough period of time. Which is why, when you see comments like, bet the house on prismatic evolutions, do this, do that, don't let it talk you into making bad decisions. If you bet the house, you might have bet the house on Battle Styles. I'm just saying. And you don't want to bet the house on Battle Styles, if that's what you're doing. If you want to collect the cards, you want to get a box here and there, I don't think this conversation really even matters. But for the casual fan, I think $80, $90 is a thing of the past. I think we're going to be closer to MSRP, and I think that's honestly a healthy thing for stores and shops and, you know, small businesses and things like that as well. As much as people don't want to hear that, which also blows my mind, but that's another topic for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, like I said, bet the house on Team Rocket. Let me know what your chase has been recently, whether it's Surging Sparks or it's going to be something out of the Prismatic Evolutions, or you've been looking for that single. Let me know what it is down in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.